ODI series, let's play. Oh, and significant movement that has come back and jagged in off the surface. Guided away. And with Alzarri Joseph's pace, it will push towards the rope and just about get there. It's a nice start for Andrew Balbirnie, cut in half from his very first delivery. The women's in 2 T20Is. Sterling cuts this away and does break the streak of dots and finally gets off the mark in grand style. That'll come someday. And Sterling laces that one. May well have gone all the way. It's a very flat 6. Might not have got higher than maybe.
Yeah, using his feet again and giving himself some room this time. And what a shot. Reminiscent of Sterling from years ago. Quick hands, quick bottom hand, bit of whip.
Last month. Edged away, this will be 4. Races away. It's probably, what, only 55 yards or something like that up there. Carlos, bit of fortune, the 2 slips in place, flies over their head. I know you've followed the journey of Irish cricket since then, ascending to Test status and all of the famous World Cup wins and the developments that have been made. Has it surprised you as to how far the game has come in what, 15, 16 years now? Is we're going to have a bit of a no-ball check, I think. Ford can get close, can't he, at points? In fact, given as a no-ball. We'll probably see confirmation of that in a second. That means a free hit will follow. Man. Balbirnie will lace it through the offside for 4 more.
Want to miss out.
He's not going to miss out here. This is a soaring 6. Lovely from Sterling. His second 6 of the innings. 6.
Well, if you're wondering about the pace and the pitch here in Clontarf, it's good. Pretty short, no doubt about that. But look at the bat angle there from Sterling. He was thinking 6 right from the start.
And that's cut away. It'll run all the way to the boundary for 4. Started the over with a boundary, ends the over with a boundary. 6 off the first ball, 4 off the last of the 8th over. Ireland are 40 without loss. It's going to be runs, and it's 4 runs as well. And that's going to beat the fielder, and it'll make its way to the rope. It'll trickle across, but that's another boundary for Paul Sterling. He moves on to 25, and that's the opening power play done. Ireland 54 without loss. Himself. That's the shot. And it'll take a little bit of movement to get there for the fielder, who's not going to cut it off. Evan Lewis tries to get around, but Balbirnie.
Something behind that was just confirmation. It wasn't. No ball as Sterling goes on the pull and will get surely a boundary. It's very short that side. He's edging closer to a most remarkable landmark. No more, none of those players still playing. This one's driven through the covers, maybe a slightly lackadaisical effort at cover, and it will race to the rope.
So West Indies just look to spoil the party here for Ireland. Paul Sterling, though, is going to try to right the ship with another boundary. Paul Sterling gets it away, and that will be a half-century for the captain. Moves to 52, just 61 deliveries. First ball, though, is going to be a potential wicket, and indeed it is. Caught on the boundary. It's the breakthrough for West Indies. Roston Chase into the attack and strikes with his first delivery. Paul Sterling gone for 54. Breakthrough for West Indies.
Yeah, and this is the kind of magic that Roston Chase brings. You feel as though you have to take him on, being the finger spinner.
It'll go away to the boundary. It's going to be an additional 4. Oh, that has helped on its way. 1 bounce 4. Balbirnie is within 2 of a half-century. Balbirnie works this away. It'll be a half-century for Andy Balbirnie. His 18th in one-day international cricket for Ireland. Of 88 deliveries. The solid opening stand that he was involved in with. That is the shot he was looking for. Beautifully pulled away by Balbirnie. Bounce and over the boundary. Forward goes short again. This is going to be lifted high and long. It's handsomely 6. And Balbirnie is upping the strike rate here.
150 up for Ireland, and one of the positives of having a batter to bat through to this point is he's faced forward in the earlier session. Ball is older. He almost set that up, Andy Balbirnie. Came down the previous delivery.
Oh, takes the edge, and Carmichael is dismissed. Forward with a breakthrough after being punished in the over by Balbirnie. He's got the wicket of Carmichael for 16.
Said, I'll have a go at Carmichael. Just didn't cover the line, neither forward nor back, stuck in the crease from the debutant. In a good position.
This one is lofted high, but there's a fielder underneath it. Comes in, but puts it down. You can use those long levers, so too can Andy Balbirnie, who hits another 6.
So impressive the way he sweeps Andy Balbirnie. He doesn't need to take a backswing. It's almost like he just...
Balbirnie goes to that trademark slog sweep, gets enough of it, and he will get 6. And, well, nearly some damage caused up in the crowd there. That is a fine blow.
Yeah, this is his shot. Downtown, on one knee. Damage not only to the figures of Roston Chase, but to the clubhouse.
He's very aggressive, and he's showing it yet again. That's a good stroke. Banged into the surface at no shortage of pace by Shamar Joseph, and an old-fashioned hook shot well in front to square. Gets 4. Glorious stroke. What a way to bring up the 200. Ireland are starting their summer in some style in the sunshine here. Should well be the second boundary of the over. Straight down the ground. As straight as an arrow from Tector. He does get 8 from Graves' comeback over. Ireland have their 200 up. It's 206 for 2. Beautiful drive, a flowing drive from Tector, and it's going to find the gap and race to the rope. It's one of the longer pockets of the ground there, but Tector, as he so often does, the attack. And with his extra pace on, there's going to be runs and wicket-taking opportunities. The first one is a boundary from Tector. Clipped away, and it's going to be one-day international century number 9 for Andrew Balbirnie. He has started this season in red-hot form, to say the least. He's made the move up to the northwest. He follows up scores of 91, 101 and 63 for them in the Interpros, and real emotion and delight on the face of Andrew Balbirnie.
41-50.
Again, it's that slog sweep that he goes to. Trademark Balbirnie. Drives off the seamers and sweeps off the spinners. Beautifully effective here. And cashing in a big way. And it's going to race away to the rope. It's always very short at both straight ends of the Clontarf venue. And not where he intended, but he'll get 4 more as I welcome Isabel Joyce.
4.
Looks to accelerate, but he's going to perish in the wish to do so. He picks out Moti. And it's a simple catch. Takes nothing away from a marvellous innings and continues a red-hot streak of form. Maybe be disappointed with how he finishes. Picks out the cover sweeper.
I think he'll be disappointed. He didn't just get closer to the ball and wide.
Dug into the surface, and Tucker more than good enough for that. Little bit of a double bluff, and Tucker guided away behind square. Third is up in the circle. It will race to the rope. Flying start from Lorcan Tucker. He's looking really good. Tector will get to 50. Continues to set new trajectories and new standards for Irish batting, particularly in this format. He has done it, well, with the absolutely minimum of fuss.
Cleaner than usual.
He's going to try and cash in now. Gets to the landmark and follows it up with a boundary. That's the power of Tector through the offside. Even if he may perish. chips it straight to cover. It's a tame end for Tector. He's played very nicely, but Alzarri Joseph is very much keeping the West Indies in this contest. He, for me, has been the pick of the attack.
Another slower delivery. Finishes it off, gets a little bit of turn.
Well, he's going to get 4, but not where he intended it. Banged into the surface. Tucker's looked for the hook shot. Flies off the top edge. Not for the first time today. There's been plenty of those, and races to the rope.
Juggled his bowlers really well. Can this get the distance? No. Oh, what an effort in the deep. Brilliant from Brandon King. Takes the catch, goes outside. That's what they'll be looking at. That's what Johnny Kennedy will have to decide. He does well. This is fine. This is the part that's okay. Have a look at the right foot now. He's got to get this weight off now. Is that off the ground?
I think it's going to be given out. And I think that is the confirmation. Lorcan Tucker will have to trudge off to the most amazing piece of athleticism. The wicket may go to Ford in terms of the wicket column, but it's all about that man, Brandon King.
Back in time.
This is unbelievable. This is out. I'm telling you that now. We'll have to go upstairs and use the technology. He's cleanly taken the catch. He's then managed to get it into the air and somehow get back into the air before his feet are on the ground. It's very tight. Dockrell has picked out the man. He's going to be dismissed. Evan Lewis is never dropping that. Again, great knowledge of the opposition. You'd have to think driven a lot by Kevin O'Brien. Can do is pick out deep mid-wicket.
Another slower ball, forcing Dockrell to hit to the longer boundary.
300 will be brought up with aplomb. It's the first international boundary for Tom Mays and maybe one of the largest cheers of the day. So
300 runs scored around. Andy Balbirnie was the mainstay. 112 from 138 deliveries for him. Sterling as well with that. Amazing.
Without doubt, the pick of the attack, Alzarri Joseph, 2 for 51 for him. 3 wickets to Ford, yes, but a little expensive. And good contribution from Justin Graves. I thought that Shea Hope used him particularly well.
First ball to come, target 304. Barry McCarthy opening for Ireland, a combative bowler. Straight down the ground. There's a quick single, stumps hits. How close is that? Ireland are celebrating what they feel is a wicket. Harry Tector
deserves a wicket.
Yeah. Evan Lewis New.
We could see it from this angle. Barry McCarthy back turned. Can't expect Barry McCarthy to do much. Evan Lewis would think he'd feel aggrieved, but he's lost his wicket. It's 3 for 1 after 3. Evan Lewis gone for 2. Good work. Deserves a wicket.
Yeah. Evan Lewis New. First runs off Tom Mays. It's a bludgeon boundary by Brandon King. Put this one away very comfortably. Mays strays down leg side and he's punished by King. This one worked away by Carty. It'll beat the fielder and another 4. Little straighter again. This is chipped and it'll be out. The second wicket. Barry McCarthy strikes with the final ball of the 7th over. But then this a little fuller and chipped straight to Josh Little.
Soft dismissal. Knew he wanted to go aerial.
Mays continues. Driven straight. Fielder's in the circle. That's going to be 4. Change your bat.
Carted away. Too short, too wide, and well, that's an absolute buffet ball from McCarthy. His first really poor one as King just climbs into it. Well, that wasp might fall now down into lower single digits because Barry McCarthy finds the outside edge through to Lorcan Tucker.
Beautifully angled in, straightened up. Good catch from Tucker and the big celebration from big Barry McCarthy. He just played the short ball so nicely. He thought he was going to double up with the...
Massive appeal given. McCarthy absolutely on fire and living every second of it and loving every second of it. Ireland blitzing West Indies away.
Good and full. That's pitched in line, hitting, I'd say, middle and leg. And what I love about this from Barry McCarthy, he's gone down to big Tom Mays, giving him a high 10 directly after that wicket set.
Bowls him. It's a beauty. And what a maiden international wicket for Tom Mays. Shea Hope. Unbelievable.
What a delivery. Rolls the fingers ever so slightly. The previous one went away. This one comes in. Big Tom Mays. Have a look what it means to him.
And right now, driven aerially at a catchable height, and it should race to the rope. Graves into his work immediately. 3 followed by 4 from his first 2 deliveries.
Estimate.
Nicely guided into the leg side and will again fly to the rope. He might have just got carried away a touch as well by his exertions. Chance and taken. Oh, put down. Ireland were already celebrating. I think he's held it cleanly. Now whipped into the leg side and whipped away for 4. Well, an action-packed over and a little counter punch here, led by the 31-year-old. There'll be 4 boundaries in the over. McCarthy getting far too full, and it maybe was an over too many. Perhaps they should have gone with Josh Little. Pulled away and pulled into the gap. It's going to be 4 more. Well, Graves is starting in T20 mode here, isn't he? Flies to 23 off just 9 deliveries. Square drive, and well, Graves has started like he's playing on a different pitch to the rest of his teammates. It's another boundary for him, again over-pitched and punished. Going to be 4 more. This is not a highlights package you're watching here. It's Justin Graves smashing everything to the rope. It will be number 6, and fittingly it's Paul Stirling that takes the catch. Ireland need to pinch themselves again. West Indies, their higher ranked opposition here on home soil.
Brilliant comeback. Just that little bit of shape in, and he's gone after 1 too many, Graves. He wasn't going to make a mistake this time, Paul Stirling.
Oh, now was this glove or bat? The signal is going to be very interesting indeed. It's Tucker going to his weaker side. And West Indies have experienced both sides of the coin, haven't they? You just got over the line, albeit in very dramatic circumstances with the thunder, the lightning, the rain. W of Richie Barrington off Ashley Nurse. Then DLS could have...
Not a bad one.
And the free hit is hammered away. I think it's going to go all the way, in fact. It's a good stroke from Roston Chase. He's a very effective batter.
Yeah, he's gone slow ball on every occasion so far. This one is the first one that's been straight. And Roston waited on it and executed it nicely. Not only going for 6, but in the area in which he hit it.
Swept away. Very short up there. Will race away, and it'll be a boundary for Chase, who's taken a while to get in, but is starting to get into his work. Hooked away and hooked all the way. That will reduce that required run rate. Roston Chase, he really is the man for all seasons, whatever the format.
Yeah, tall and getting under it. Not trying to get over it for 4.
And answers the Yorker in fine style. That's a gorgeous stroke, isn't it? The on drive pierces the gap and races to the rope.
Straight back past the bowler, that'll be 4. That's a wonderful riposte from Roston Chase.
Too far behind.
Looks to play a lovely stroke, and indeed that is all the way to the boundary for 4. Superb from Matthew Ford. There's going to be more runs here, and it's going to be 4. And there's the edge, and it'll skip away kindly for West Indies all the way to the boundary. It's cut away beautifully. Bit of a chase on. And disappointingly for Tom Mays.
Swept away, and has he found the gap? Oh, yes, he has. It may well go all the way alongside it. Rolly Black is looking for confirmation.
Over.
Use of the feet and picked up and smoked down the ground. He's a fine ball striker forward, isn't he? And you get such good reward hitting straight.
This is a Matthew Ford that a lot of the West Indies cricket fans would have seen in the first class championship.
Bolden, and the gamble works for Sterling, and it's the big wicket of Roston Chase. Roston Chase played ever so well, but he's been cleaned up as the ball cannons into leg stump.
Yeah, that is the line. Keep challenging the stump. Keep challenging the stump. The skill and the guile of the arm ball through the...
Dockrell will continue. Oh, and he's got another. He's got 2 and 7 deliveries. He's actually on a hat-trick. He's clean bowled Roston Chase, and now he's forced Alzarri Joseph to chop on one that's maybe kept a little low.
Once again, attacking the stumps. Yes, it was a chop on, but zoning in on the stumps, George Dockrell, and he's blown this game wide open. Kept slightly low.
George Dockrell, your time is now. Hat-trick ball. Guided away beautifully. It's going to race to the rope. Doesn't need to slog sweep that kind of a length, and just opens the face incredibly elegantly. Back-to-back boundaries. Well, West Indies, they bat a long way down. He's got 2 international 50s next to his name, 1 in test matches and 1 in ODIs. This might be another chance. Tom Mays is out at long off and holds on. George Dockrell has 3 and 11 deliveries, and Ireland are on the brink.
Told you wouldn't hang around. That one slightly wider and slower. Good skills on show by Dockrell, and a comfortable catch by Mays on debut. He's had a good day so far.
Joseph in at the crease. This one straight up, and Ford is going to be caught, it seems, straight underneath it. Barry McCarthy has 4. Ireland have a fantastic victory and won by 124 runs as Josh Little takes the final catch. Barry McCarthy strikes.
Tom Mays, he's taken a 4th wicket. Knew it was nearly the end of the game. Josh Little did well, called it early, said, this is my catch, got himself into a really good position. You could see his feet moving until the very last moment, called Carmichael out of it. He made sure. For
the West Indies, well, it was an innings that never got going. Barry McCarthy blitzed them away at the top with a 3-wicket burst. He came back to take his 4th, the wicket taking. It was 179 that the West Indies were bowled all out for, leading to that monstrous victory. But look at the fall of wickets at the bottom of your screen right there.